So if your body feels like it's on alert, even when nothing is wrong, this practice is for you. Anxiety isn't just a thought pattern, it's a body state. And you cannot think your way out of a body state. So today, I am going to show you what your nervous system is actually doing when you feel anxious. And then I'm going to guide you through a somatic practice to teach your body, not just your mind, what safety feels like. But before we go any further, take one breath with me. Inhaling slowly through your nose and exhaling all the way out, longer than the inhale. So the longer inhale, the longer exhale just activated your parasympathetic nervous system. That's not a metaphor, that's actual biology. And we'll be coming back to that. So if you're new here, my name is Holly. I work in sound, breathwork, medical qigong, and the nervous system regulation, and many others. I've spent over 20 years helping people get out of their heads and back into their bodies. So this channel is where I'm bringing those tools to you, not as theory, but something that you can actually feel. And here's what most people don't understand about anxiety. Your nervous system has one job, is to keep you alive. And that does by scanning for threat. When it detects something that feels anything remotely dangerous, a stressful thought, a hard conversation, even an old memory, the alarm sound. Because our minds don't know what's real and what's not real. Your heart rate will begin to increase, your breath gets shallower, your muscles begin to tighten, your digestion stops or slow down. Your whole system mobilizes to deal with that threat. That is not an anxiety disorder. That is a healthy nervous system doing its job. The problem happens when the alarm stays on, when the threat was never something that you could run from or fight. So the energy had to go somewhere. Your nervous system just stayed in that activated spot the whole time. So over time, that becomes your baseline. Your body forgets what settled actually feels like. It starts to read alertness as normal and calm as unfamiliar. This is what we are working with today. So this is the piece that changes everything for most people. When your nervous system is in an activated state, the thinking part of your brain, your frontal cortex, goes partially offline. That's why reassuring yourself doesn't always work. That's why you can know something that isn't a big deal, yet you still feel like it is. You cannot logic your way out of a state that your body is generating. But what you can do is give it a different experience. A real, physical, felt experience of safety. Not a thought about safety, the actual felt sense of it. That is what somatic healing does. And that's what this practice is going to do. So we are going to move through a few different layers: grounding, breath, regulation, body awareness, and then practice. And I call this the safety anchoring. Each step builds on the one before it. If anything feels like too much at any point, please open your eyes, feel your feet on the floor, take a slow breath, and you can always come back. You are always in charge here. So let's begin. I want you to find a comfortable position, sitting with your feet flat on the floor. And this one works really well for this one. Letting your hands rest on your thighs, either palms up or palms down. I know you can't really see my hands. But just whatever feels natural. But sitting up is definitely for this one. And if you're driving, please come back to this. I don't need or don't want anyone to get hurt. So close your eyes if that feels okay. If not, just a nice soft gaze down to the floor. And so start by feeling your feet. pressing them gently into the floor, not hard, just enough to feel the contact, that solidity of the ground beneath you. Now feel the weight of your body in your seat, the pressure of the surface holding you. Let that support register. And now take a slow breath in through your nose and a long exhale out through your mouth. And let the exhale be longer than the inhale. Again, inhale. And a long exhale. Letting your shoulders drop with it. One more time. And this time, as you exhale, consciously release the muscles in your jaw, in your forehead, and around your eyes. You are here. You are in your body. And that body is supported, right? Now we're going to use your breath to shift your nervous system deliberately. This is called the extended exhale breathing. When your exhale is longer than your inhale, it signals your vagus nerve, the main pathway of your parasympathetic nervous system, that it's safe to slow down. So we're going to inhale for the count of 4 and exhale for the count of 6. So inhaling for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhaling 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Again, inhale 2, 3, 4. Again, inhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep this rhythm. Inhaling for 4, exhaling for 6, and let it become natural. Keep going. And just notice what's happening in your body as you're doing this. Is there any softening? Any slight drop in the level of alertness? Keep going. Even a small shift in your nervous system. Keep going. Now I want you to place one hand on your chest over your heart. Feel the warmth of your own hand. Feel the slight rise and fall of your chest. I want you to think of a place, real or imagined, where you have felt safe. It could be a room, a place in nature, a moment from your past, somewhere where your body remembers as okay, as settled. It doesn't have to be perfect, just a place where the alarm was quiet. And let yourself be there for a moment, not just in your mind, in your body. What does the air feel like? What did you hear? What was the quality of the light? And notice what happens under your chest. Notice what happens in your chest, under your hand, as you stay with this place. Is there any warmth? Any expansion? Any slight ease of the tension you came in with? That feeling, however small, is what safety feels like in your body. that is felt sense your nervous system is learning to return to. Take a breath from that place, inhaling and exhaling. Gently let the image go, but keep the feeling. Stay with that sensation in your body, that warmth, that easing, whatever version of it you found. Just a breath for a moment. And just breathe for a moment. This is what you are teaching your nervous system. Not a concept, not a coping strategy, an actual felt experience of what it's like when the alarm is off. The more you return to this, the more your body starts to recognize it, the more it becomes available to you. Not just in practice, but in the middle of your day when you need it most. Take one more full breath in and exhale all the way out. And slowly come back to the room, wiggling your fingers and toes, feeling your feet on the floor. And when you're ready, you may gently open your eyes. Anxiety is not a character flaw. It's not a weakness. It is a nervous system that learned to stay on alert. And it can learn something different. That is what this work is. Slow, consistent, body-level learning. And every time you come back to a practice like this, you are giving your nervous system one experience of safe. If this resonated, I want to invite you to Align to Wellness. We do this work every month. Live practices, nervous system tools, a community of people doing the same inner work. The link is in the description. Come find us. And if this helped you today, share it with someone whose nervous system could use a little bit more safe in their world. I'll see you in the next video.